Many families assume that once they need care, their long-term care insurance will just kick in. But when the time comes, they're often surprised at how complicated the process feels. Policies are full of fine print, there are a lot of forms to fill out, and families aren't sure where to begin. As a result, they feel overwhelmed, and valuable support often gets left on the table. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. And in this video, I'll walk you through the first steps to get started. Hi, I'm Brian with Collaborative Home Care. We help families every day who have long-term care insurance but don't know where to start. These policies can be incredibly valuable, covering the care that most older adults need, like help with bathing, dressing, eating, mobility, or even supervision for cognitive conditions like Alzheimer's. But before you can realize the benefits of your policy, there are a few important steps you need to take. First, start by familiarizing yourself with your policy and confirm your eligibility. In all likelihood, you purchased your policy more than a decade ago, so take it out and review the eligibility requirements. Generally, there are two criteria by which someone can qualify to receive benefits. The first is if they need help with at least 2 activities of daily living. Things like transferring, which is the act of moving from one position to another, such as getting up from a seat or getting into bed. Using the toilet is another, bathing, getting dressed, eating, or continence. The second way to qualify is if there is a cognitive impairment that requires supervision. As an example, about 8 months ago, we started with a new client who had aphasia following a stroke. His family wasn't sure if he qualified, but because his aphasia affected communication and his daily safety, he did meet the criteria. The insurance company simply required documentation from his doctor to confirm the diagnosis and his need for supervision. And that's usually the first step, confirming eligibility and asking what documentation is needed to certify it. Second, we want to continue to ask important questions. Once you've confirmed eligibility, there are additional questions you want to ask to help you better prepare for the start of care at home. So while you have them on the phone, here are a few additional questions to ask. Number 1, does your policy cover home care through a licensed agency? This should be a formality, but different plans cover different types of care, so you just want to be sure. Number 2, can our agency submit claims on our behalf and what paperwork is needed? For our clients, we submit invoices and care logs so they don't have to worry about any paperwork once care begins. Number 3, does your policy include a waiver of premium, meaning you'll stop paying premiums once benefits kick in? Number 4, what is the maximum daily or monthly benefit? This will help you determine how much care or how many hours of care you can receive on a daily or monthly basis that will be fully covered by your policy. One side note, if your policy had an inflation rider, your daily benefit is likely significantly higher today than when you originally purchased the plan. Number 5, what is the total benefit amount available? Always good to know the total amount of benefit that you have access to as you plan for your long-term care. And number 6, is there an elimination period on your policy? An elimination period is your policy's deductible, often measured in days of care that you must pay for out of pocket before your benefits start. So, now that you've determined you're eligible, you understand key components of your policy, now you can move to the third step, which is filling out the initial claims paperwork and starting care. Many families don't realize that you don't need to wait for your claim to be approved to begin receiving services. And in fact, starting care right away is often the best move because those days count towards reducing your elimination period. At Collaborative Home Care, we help families navigate this entire process. We join phone calls with the insurance company, help fill out paperwork, and submit claims and care logs directly so that families aren't stuck doing it all by themselves. Our goal is to make sure your policy works the way it was intended, paying for the care you need when you need it. If you or a loved one has long-term care insurance and you're not sure how to begin, please give us a call or visit us at collaborativehomecare.com. Thank you.